Hey guys, welcome back to Factions. Don't really have any gameplay for you today. I'm still out of town and haven't been able to really play at all. I've only been able to get on for an hour or so each day, so I will be back on Friday, hopefully, and I'll be able to get an episode out then. This will go out as an episode, though. This is going to be my rant episode because some things have happened with the server that I'm not exactly super happy with. So I guess I'll start that. Yeah. So this morning I got into a call with Max. Last night I found a couple things that he did that he should not have done as admin. I'm not sure if you know this, but we overclaimed his base. So this is his blaze spawner. This is where the blaze spawner should have been before he took them. So if I do /f map, we overclaimed their base. They did not. They had more land than power because half of their faction members had left. Apparently, they left because of a PvP fight and they weren't able to rejoin. I'm not sure why, but I don't know. I guess they just didn't rejoin. So they had way more land than power, so I overclaimed their base. Let's go back. And yeah, they were not too happy about that. So the problem that I had was Max was in /f bypass. This is my territory, so I'm allowed to fly. He went into F bypass and he mined his blaze spawners. They had about 18 of them, and he also took items out of these chests, and these are unopenable unless you destroy the what's it called? Lamps. I'm not going to do that now because I have a Blast 3 pickaxe on me, and that would kind of break things like it just did. So he also get that, and he put them in a base somewhere in the end. I think he put that in his episode that he did that. So that's not really allowed in my opinion. You should not be using F bypass to break blocks, even if you are pissed off that you got overclaimed. Should have really talked to me first, but he didn't. So I demoted him, de-opt him, so at the moment he's mod. But earlier this morning he went into a call with me, and we just talked it over, and apparently all the people went to bed after the PvP fight, and they weren't able to rejoin the faction, so I was like, okay, fine, fair enough, I'll give you your stuff back. But before I was able to do that, he was like, yeah, I think all of the Relentless members have decided to leave the server. I'm just like, well, that's stupid. But okay, I mean, I can't control them or anything, but I did make the server for the friends, so I was kind of pissed off about that. I hadn't really thought it through, and I was so later on when I did actually think it through, I was more pissed off then. But I kind of think it's a shitty way to leave, because their reasoning is that they're so far behind they can't catch up, so they'll just leave. And I do not agree with that reasoning whatsoever, because in my book, if you're behind and you're losing, you work your ass off to get back to winning, instead of just quitting and being a chicken or whatever you want to call it. I would have gone for, let's work harder and get ahead of the other faction, because we are, well, I guess we're beating them into the ground. So they rage quit basically. And now one of them is like making a different server and all that. And I'm just like, that's kind of shitty, honestly. To just like, because I want to say 7 weeks ago, a month or two ago, Max came up to me with the idea like, hey, how about you make a server, or how about we make a server so we can do like a private factions and maybe make it public later. So I did, and that's where Raidcraft came from, basically. I made it because I wanted to play with my friends, faction-wise, and it went well. It was 5 weeks of work, 5 or 6 hours a day. I did most of the development. Max did half the kits, and he did the crate plugin. So, but it was a lot of work, and I put in tons and tons of hours into the server, and I think it's kind of like, ha, fuck you, that they just up and left after they're just losing a bit. So, kind of offended me. Kind of said like, oh, we don't really care about how much work you put into this, we care about winning. So that just put a bad taste into my mouth, if you know what I mean. I hope you guys understand, because this is not a small thing. Like 5 weeks straight of work just doing like server config files and plugins and testing and bug testing, getting like bugs fixed, and it was just a lot of work. And I don't think it was fair for them to just leave like that. So yeah, I'm not, it's a shitty situation, like I said earlier. I mean, I really don't like it right now, but I don't know. I guess that's life. I guess I don't actually know what I'm gonna do next. I think I'll just have to go advertise the server on more places to replace the gap that they left for leaving. They were 10/F relentless. Yeah, they had 10 people on. So it was a fairly, well, it wasn't 10 people, because Izzy Wiz, Keelan, and 0000X were alt accounts. So it was more like 7. So it wasn't like as many as 10, but it was half the people on the server that are like regular players. Because this is a new server, it just opened a week or so ago. So yeah, I'll have to do some advertising to get more people on, but I think we'll be fine. I'm not sure if they'll ever come back, because I'm not sure if they'll screw over Biggie, because he's the one that's making the other server. Watch out, because they might just leave if you do anything wrong. I mean, they'll just say, yeah, you're abusing, so let's leave. Just a word of warning, that's what happened to me. So yeah, I don't know. But for sure, I'm definitely still pissed off about this, and that's why I'm making a rant. And hopefully you guys watch this and understand my point of view, but whether you care or not, that's up to you. I'm still going to keep going, and the server's not going away anytime soon. So if at any time you come back, I don't know, man. I haven't decided what would happen. I mean, I will not be happy with you, but that is factions. So I'm gonna keep that hopefully separate from like regular everyday conversations, even though I am pissed. It's a game, and even though that does show a bit about their character, I'll try to keep it out of everyday conversations with them. They are still my friends, but I don't know. It just raises some questions about their their morals and values. So, yeah, I think that's the end of the rant, honestly. I think that's all I had to talk about. Sorry for not getting out episodes recently, guys. Have been on vacation, but should be getting back soon. I did catch a hacker earlier today, so, and I recorded a clip from that. I don't talk much, because it was earlier in the morning, and I didn't really have my mic set up or anything, or had my headphones plugged in, because that's what I use. So sorry about that, but I think I'll put this in after this clip. So I guess enjoy that. Hopefully it's not too boring, but I guess I'll talk to you after that to end off the episode. So yeah, I will talk to you then. Nice. Okay, guys, well, we found our first hacker. Yeah, uh, Okay, guys, we're back as I go AFK. Hope you enjoyed that little clip. I'm not sure if you caught it, but in the end of that clip, me and Fizzer have a little bit of a conversation about the base stuff that I explained earlier in the episode, and about Max using the fadmin/ or fbypass commands. And the only reason that I knew that he, or wouldn't, not knew, but I thought he might use those, because he did it before, like when we were still in private factions, probably a couple weeks ago. I had opened the server before. It was still in kind of like a beta test mode, and we were playing private factions then. I was hoping he wouldn't, but I had a feeling. So that's just that part, just to show that I wasn't just out to get him, but I had a feeling. And I don't like having a feeling about that thing, that kind of thing. I was hoping he wouldn't use it, and I was hoping that he would play it legit and maybe like talk to me and explain what he was thinking, but instead he just went straight for the blaze spawners and straight for the stuff. And that's not okay. But I already explained that earlier in the episode, so I won't bore you again with that. So yeah, just wanted to make that clear that I wasn't out to get him per se, but I had a feeling that he was going to use fbypass. So yeah, but I think I'm gonna wrap up this episode here. I hope you enjoyed. It was kind of a rant episode, lots of talking. So hopefully I won't do that too much, because I know I don't like listening to talking in an episode that much. But I really didn't have anything else to record. Anyway, guys, I'm rambling on. I'll leave this video off here, and I believe I will talk to you in the next one. See you later.